So I reviewed the Asus Zenfone 2 for XDA a little while back, and just a couple of days ago, my contact over at Asus sent me a message and said, would you be interested in taking a look at the Asus ZenPad 8. This is their new entry into the tablet market, and it's a nice little complement to the Zenfone itself. I'm not terribly familiar with all the specs on this one, but it does appear to have an Intel Z3580 processor. It does 802.11ac with Bluetooth 4.0, 64 gigabytes built-in storage. I know it has 4 gigabytes of RAM. That's where it says it 4G, LPDDR3, has GPS built in. So realistically, for an 8-inch tablet, it sounds like some pretty impressive specs. So I thought I'd go ahead and open it up for you on camera, and then I'll do the review later on. Not sure if the review will be done here or over on XDA, but I suppose we'll see about that. So the tablet itself we'll go ahead and put off to the side. You have a bunch of included product documentation in a couple of different languages, warranty card, a user guide. You've got a micro USB charging cable, an Asus branded wall adapter, which has an output of 5.2 volts at 1.3 amps. Very interesting there. And finally, something you won't find in the retail package, they sent along this Patriot 32 gigabyte USB-C flash drive. And you see it's USB-C on one end, but it's also USB 3 on the other end, so I can actually stick it in my computer and have it work, because I don't currently have anything that does USB-C. Now, I may make another video about this in the future if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about it, especially if I ever end up with a device that has USB-C on it to test with. And speak of the devil, looking at the ZenPad 8, it looks like it may actually have USB Type-C on it. Let me go ahead and try to plug that in very quickly and just see. Oh, that's very, very nice. So the Asus ZenPad 8 does come with USB Type-C. It says up here it has a 2K IPS display, visual, true vivid colors, but let's go ahead and power it up and just see what happens. There we go. It took a little bit of effort on the power button to actually get it to come on. And this thing's already covered in fingerprints. There you have your Intel branding, DTS premium audio, and it does look like it has 2 front-facing speakers, which I am a huge fan of. And it mentions that 64-bit Intel processor inside. In case you're curious, the model number, which it says there, and you may not be able to see it, is Z580CA. And we are up and going. We don't have correct information there, but we should be able to just go ahead and swipe up to unlock it. This is a first look at the device. Smart grouping, app, yeah, gets a little information there. Wow, that's a very short app list. You got your productivity stuff there. Very snappy so far. Lots of Google apps, some communication stuff. There is a bit of extra bundled stuff you may not be asking for. Hopefully you can take some of that off of there. Let's go down and take a look at the OS itself. I kind of like the way the Zen UI does on a tablet. I like the way that this settings menu looks. It says Android version is 5.0, so I'll go ahead and check that to see if there's an update once I get it connected to Wi-Fi. It didn't ask me for any sort of information in terms of my my settings, my login information, but we are now connected to Wi-Fi. Let me go down and see if we can do any sort of system updates. Maybe there's a newer version of software. And while it's sitting here checking, it's actually at the background downloading a bunch of apps, updating a bunch of stuff, giving notice about things I didn't ask about. So it is a little bit heavy on the included stuff, but it doesn't appear to affect the functionality or the snappiness of it, so can't really complain too much about that. But I'll go ahead and let this continue to run, and then I'll get back with you in a little bit and see if it updates. And after doing some looking around, there are no available updates at this point, so I can go ahead and exit back out of that. Android 5.0 is going to be our latest and greatest version currently. Hopefully Android 5.1 will be coming to it sometime soon. It looks like, since this is a review unit, a tester unit, it does have a preloaded account on it. Everything's already set up. I may go ahead and do a factory reset on it just to be able to use it with my own credentials and my own apps and information. And because I did forget to do it earlier, let's do a quick walk around and look at the hardware. Here on the front, obviously we have this 2K IPS display. Looks very, very nice. I'll put it up to its brightest just so you can sort of see that in the light. There you go, that's as bright as it will go. The camera's not really going to do it justice. It's a lot brighter than it looks on camera, but the viewing angles definitely appear to be quite nice. Of course, we do have these 2 front-facing speakers, a front-facing camera, which I believe is a 5-megapixel camera. Definitely a very slim device. Here's the volume rocker and the power button. On the top, you have the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the bottom, I would assume this is the micro SD card slot, which that is indeed what it says right here. And then there again is your USB Type-C port. And then there on the back, there's a very nice plastic coated back with sort of, I think it's like a rubberized pad here at the bottom. Looks almost like leather though, so maybe I'm wrong there. And it does have some Asus ZenPad branding and Intel inside, and then your 8-megapixel rear-facing camera. So far I'm definitely a big fan of the way this feels in the hand. It's very snappy and very responsive. So I'm going to be giving this a try over the next few weeks and we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, I am going to have to return this after a little while, but I'll at least get to enjoy the time I get to spend with it. I'll do some video watching with these wonderful front-facing speakers. The ZenPad is going to be available for $299 from Amazon, Newegg, Tiger Direct, B&H, as well as the Asus store. So as soon as there's a link available, I'll put at least the one for the Amazon store down in the video description. If there's anything that you would like to know about it or you would like to see about it, let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks so much to Asus for sending this out for review. Thanks to you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up down below the video. If you like this video, subscribe to receive more videos when they become available, and I will see you again next time.